right, boys and girls, welcome aboard. It is time for the Brothers Hack the Matrix. What's going on, Big Daddy? How you doing? Oh man,
This is my
look,
Mitch McConnell
this is wait,
imitation.
wait. Reboot mode. Quick, Dan.
Lost my
Reboot.
Wi-Fi. I run the government. I'm the majority leader. I just shit my pants. Can somebody come get me, please?
Oh my god, that's
It's a
perfect.
beautiful world.
Oh man,
How's it going,
Well,
man?
You've been railing against it for years. They need term limits and shit.
Old people
Old
running the
people
show.
running the show.
Who's in charge, really?
We'll get to that in a minute. Let's talk about what we're cocktailing tonight. You know, I got the virus of unknown origin. What do you got? Reboot already, son.
Oh, sorry. Pint of the black. Ka-ching.
Ka-ching. Let's have some. Mm.
Woohoo.
What about the axe, man? Tell me about the axe tonight.
Vintage V100.
Nice.
Black with the uncovered humbuckers. Look at the cool flamage. The flame top on that is really nice, man.
That looks cool.
It is, and it screams, dude. It's badass. Really, it is. It really is. It does. This is probably my favorite one that I have.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not a traditional. Everybody's got the Starburst and everybody's got the block. This one right here, it really speaks to me. I dig this one. It sounds good. So yeah, that's what we're sporting tonight, man.
Oh man. Hey, Real Wade Nation. I may be old, but at least I can spell. We're not taking, we're talking, brother.
There you go.
Nah, he's a good friend of mine. He talked.
That's what's up.
Now, Danny, what's up with this right here? I guess I should have found a story on this. Pac-12 dead in 2023. What's that all about?
They've been dead for like 20 years.
Right. He mentioned it last night, and I'm like,
they're garbage.
They are garbage. What the fuck is that?
Garbage. They have been garbage since the 2000. Since the 2000.
Pac-10 punks is what I like to call them.
They're garbage. I mean,
12 now, right? Oh,
I mean, it used to have, you know, USC Trojans, UCLA Bruins. They had some good teams out there.
Yeah.
But no, they're just not even viable anymore. They really aren't.
Suck.
Yeah. Ever since Pete Carroll took his
ever since he took his ball and went to the NFL, guess
what? He went to the NFL. Yeah, you know.
So all right, Al's on my ass, man.
What do we got? What do we got?
Well, you know what we got, man. We got the top of the heap. And I do have to fix this video, man.
You gotta fix this video, bro.
Because we got all these like minor league teams, and I don't know who the all black uniformed friggin' prison group is there, but the real group is this one right here, boys and girls.
Man,
if you don't know this already, it's these guys right here. There it is.
It's the big hairy winning machine. Telling you. LSU wakes up pissing excellence. There it is. Right there, man.
But you know what we got to start with, boys and girls? We got to start with the tough stuff.
Eject! Fire on the flight deck.
This business will get out of control. It'll get out of control and we'll be lucky to live through it.
And we got to talk about the saber rattling.
Pootie Tang.
First one, we always start with Pootie Tang and what's going on in his neck of the woods. 2 days, more Putin allies drop dead in the latest in mounting list of suspicious, mysterious deaths. 2 of Vladimir Putin's billionaire cronies have been found dead in as many days, adding to a string of mysterious deaths suffered by Russian autocrats allies. The Russian
bunch of crap.
Yeah,
there you go.
Bunch
of Russian crap. There you go.
We got Igor
Kabrnikov.
Reboot. Kudrikov, 64, and Anton Cherepin in the
There you go.
He was only 40. This
Yeah.
guy's only 40 and he drops dead.
Prominent
Mysteriously.
figures.
What in the
Latest series of high-profile deaths among Vladimir Putin's associates. It is not a good time to be an ally of Putin because he's just going scorched earth on anybody around him.
We do understand Putin hate to kill him.
I'm telling you, man. Guys, this video on a rented car.
I'm telling you, man. Russian fighter jet strikes another American drone. Get out of there.
Do they not have radar in these
over
fucking
Syria
jets,
in the
man?
sixth incident in a month?
Which is
U.S. says the Russian fighter jet fired
bro?
flares and struck another American drone over Syrian airspace Wednesday. This is over Syria.
Whoopsie.
Dude, yeah, they can't fire on us, over in Ukraine because they don't want to amp things up. So they're messing with our drones in Syria.
And then running into them.
Yeah, they just messing with
there you go. Keep on knocking your own planes
They
out
know
of the sky.
nobody's in there, so they can just mess with it all day long.
But, I mean, are they damaging their own jets, right?
Well, if they
if you run into a drone, you're going to damage your jet. So,
damage. I would
go ahead and
you're going to.
do stupid shit like that and damage your equipment. There you go. Awesome.
Sounds fantastic.
Well thought out.
Well, who gets a little tired of not being heard from? North Korea threatens nuclear retaliation over U.S. displays of military force.
Look, it's always like this.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man.
And Mr.
North Korea says, "I am the man." So don't forget about me.
No, North Korea is okay. That's just all there is to it, bro. That's all there is to it.
Not in his mind. In his mind, it's
to
like
be the man, you gotta beat the man.
Yep, that's it. That's it exactly. All right, let's see what's next up in the top of the heap. The United Nations breaks silence on U.S. soldier detained in North Korea, confirms dialogue with hermit country. The United Nations has started conversations with North Korea for the return of American soldier Travis King. No, I'm not even going to read any more of this. I'm going to ask this question. He went over there on his own volition.
Yeah.
Why do we want him back?
Who knows, man? We have to make the effort, right? If the guy's got some kind of mental thing.
He defected, didn't he?
Try to get him back. Well, you still try to get him back. But, I mean, just, from public outward, looking outward, it looks good for them to say, hey, look, we tried to get him back. The family probably wants him back.
They're taking steps, I guess.
Hey, we tried.
I'm sure the family wants him back. But we chronicled this guy. He's a loon. He's a loon. He got in trouble and figured the best way to get out of it was to run for the border, as they say.
Yeah. In his mind, his best option was to let me defect to North Korea. There you go.
Yep.
Paradise on earth. Okay, well, good luck with that, bro.
Railway Nation says, can we make them a parking lot yet?
I mean, shit.
No, we can't do that, man. That's the thing. We might, we're free to say and do what we want, but we're not free to nuke another country unless they nuke us first. That's the thing.
Japanese, they didn't nuke us for
No, and we'll talk about that coming up.
Oppenheimer.
Yes. China is sending enough military gear. This is what's scary right here, guys, because ramping up on every side. China is sending enough military gear, including drones, to Russia to equip an army, thanks to a loophole in the West's attempts to stop Putin's war machine. Russian buyers are ordering significant amounts of Chinese military equipment. Russia has imported more than $100 million worth of drones from China this year alone. And this report found, and China is using loopholes for equipment that can have both civilians as well as military uses. It said, they're sending stuff over there.
Look, I don't know. I mean, what kind of equipment are they sending? Is it all archaic shit? I mean, You remember
$100
back in
million
the day,
worth of drones? No, that's not our old archaic shit. Drone
$100
technology is
million
pretty
dollars.
new.
I don't know.
100 million.
Anyway, the big
Yeah,
thing
that's
back in
pretty
the
small
day.
for military stuff, isn't it?
Well, yeah, in the you remember the Cold War, how
Mhm.
it was the perception was the Russians were highly sophisticated and well armed, and it turned out that their shit was rusted and old, and they were not equipped very well. So I don't know, man. I mean, it's sensational.
Mhm.
Is it good to be ramping up? I'm sure it's not, but I don't know if China really wants to ruin its business relationships across the globe. I really don't. I think they're trying
And
to save face as
we got a
far as
comment
Russia
there.
goes,
Yeah, we
but
got a comment here talking to that. Ariel says, Highlander, we are really concerned with your brother ever since he became a year older. He's been getting upset more easier, having a hard time reading, forgetting things. She watches my
hey,
video game show when I'm
that happens
drinking.
to us all. But hey, on a serious note, happy birthday, brother. I hope
Oh
you had
yeah,
a good day that day. And you're 57 now, right?
you would like to think that.
5'7"?
You
No,
you
what are
are
you,
trying to make
5'8"?
yourself younger. See.
No, I'm always ask my wife. I always if I'm 55, I consider myself 56
Well,
because I'm in that
now,
56
guys,
year.
you got to understand the context of this conversation. I know everybody's age in the family. He doesn't want to know our parents' age
Nope,
at all,
not at all.
and he's probably not going to like it when I mention his age anymore here pretty
I don't
soon.
care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
we
I'm
are farther
55.
apart at this time of year. After my birthday, the rest of the year we're the farthest we are apart. We're 2.5 years apart. So I'm 3 years older than you right now. I am 58.
Intense.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
so you're
55.
58.
I'm
Okay.
58. Yep.
Well,
Mhm.
actually, you're only two because I'm in my 56 year now, so it's only 2 years. So
2.5. I'll say it again. 2.5 years.
right.
It's 2.5 years. I mean,
Well, anywho, happy
the
birthday to you,
numbers
brother.
game. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Happy
Laugh out loud.
birthday.
Chinese stuff.
Cheers. Yes.
Cheers, brother. Ah. Mm. Railway Nation says, laugh out loud. Chinese stuff are Dollar Tree equivalent. It won't work well. Uh, the only thing
That's my thoughts.
had going with it was its space program for a small time. We still got a space program. I don't know, Wade. Chinese stuff can be good. Only reason is cheaper is because they have the labor to make it cheaper. Yeah, when you don't pay
Sure.
your people, everything's going to be cheap, right? Okay, let's see. What is next on our road through the top of the heap? Oh, well, you knew this guy was going to come up. But this has to do with the global stuff going on. Biden sent
Ugh.
ships, fighter jets, and troops to Europe. I don't like this. They're piling up in Europe. Air Force Times says that the Air Force looks to send reserve fighter pilots and air planners to Europe. Um,
Yeah.
they sure seem to be stockpiling shit in Europe, man, and I do not like that signal at all. It's like they're ramping up for something. Um, don't like that
Well,
one
I
at all.
mean, Ukraine's seeing that Russia's being propped up by, China, so we've got to
Mhm.
do for them what China's doing for Russia. We're said we're going to be there in support, but and that's what they're doing.
Mhm.
That's the perception anyway.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully, it's all posturing. Really, I don't want
I
to see this.
believe it is. I really
Yeah.
do believe it is.
I
So
mean, this kind of stuff happens. I mean, I talked this way during the Afghanistan thing the first time with the Russians in the 80s. I always paid attention to this stuff. Anytime one
mhm.
country invades another country, I'm glued to it. I pay attention. That's why we report on it so much here. But there's
Yeah,
other stuff going on around the world. Uh,
sure.
Niger soldiers declare coup on
Oh,
national TV. Um, the soldiers of the West African country of Niger have announced a coup on national television. They said they had dissolved the constitution, suspended all institutions, and closed the nation's borders on national television. Wow. Uh,
they've had 4 coups, but it seems like they've had more than that.
it
But they
sure
had
does.
attempted coups. I mean, power just flips in that region, just very whimsical, man. I mean, they just can't seem to stabilize. And you've got French in there and colonialization. Now you got the Russians in there, Wagner Group. A lot of these warlords are leaning towards them, to gain power. So it's just a very unstable region. Is there a state in Africa, the continent of Africa, that's, I guess, South Africa, maybe?
South Africa, yeah. I mean, most of their fighting was before the turn of the century, and it was internal.
I mean, is there any like where it's not in turmoil?
Yeah, not constantly in turmoil. It's like they're fighting over resources, and that's sad, man. It really is.
And they have an abundance of resources, but they just can't get themselves together and have good, solid, homegrown leadership where they can have I don't even know. We say democracy, right? But whatever they choose to have, and they could govern their own country.
Brings up Egypt. She brings up Egypt. Yeah, that may be another stable one. Yeah. But we're talking about a dictatorship right there by the royal family in Egypt.
Right.
So, okay, let's see what's next here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Over 90 prison guards are being held hostage by inmates across 5 different prisons in Ecuador. More than 90 prison security agents are currently being held by inmates across 5 different prisons in Ecuador, according to the country's penitentiary system. Hundreds of inmates have been killed in recent years in Ecuador as members of competing criminal organizations square off with each other inside the prisons. Wow. Talk about thinning the herd from within.
Well,
there,
I mean, you pack them all in there together, that's going to happen. I mean, they still have their code, there's the way that they've lived their life. So that's not going to change.
Just because you throw them in prison doesn't mean they're not going to fight with each other. No doubt.
And now they're not, blocks apart. They're like feet apart from each other now. So, ugh.
Yeah, Ariel, I'm not sure. I didn't read the whole article. Did the prisoners like write letters to each other saying, "Let's do it all"? Together?
Yeah, that's interesting. What's the timing of that? That would be interesting to see. If it was all pre-planned and it all happened like systematically. That's interesting. It's an interesting thing. So Ecuador.
Look it up. Do your research, folks. Look it up. See what's going on. But the biggest story this week, in top of the heap, is my brother's favorite target. Yes, that hooker-loving, blow-doing,
cocaine snorting, crack pipe,
black sheep
smoking.
Son of the president. We got a bunch of headlines here. Senator releases FBI sources claim of Biden bribes from the Ukraine. What bribes are we talking about? Well, we got Hunter Biden investigation, former Burisma board member. That's now just to be clear, if you guys don't know what Burisma is, it's the energy company he was on the board of in the Ukraine. That's what Burisma.
They gave him a freaking job so they could get some of these companies.
A fellow board member of his to sit for a transcribed interview next week. Let's see what else we got here. Let me get rid of that one. I'm trying to close these as we go. Biden, $10 million bribe file released. Burisma chief said he was coerced to pay Joe Stupid Hunter in bombshell allegations. Let's see. Hunter Biden put then VP Dad. This one really blew me away. VP Dad on the phone. Now, this is the guy that's been hollering up and down. He didn't know anything about his son's dealings, right? This is that guy. VP Dad Joe on the phone with business associates at least 24 times. Ex-partner Devin Archer is set to testify. But what happened, the newest story this week is Hunter Biden's plea deal.
Man. Good Lord.
Yeah. Hunter Biden's plea deal is on hold after federal judge raises concerns over the terms of the agreement.
I can't believe there's a fucking agreement anyway.
Right. That's what I was thinking. It sounded like a total slap on the wrist. He wasn't even going to have to do any time. He was just going to have to pay a fine and back taxes and all this other stuff.
He's not going to do any time. He's not going to. And that whole bribe thing is about, energy companies that wanted to go public on a stock market, and they were using the Bidens were, his father was VP at the time, and that gave them clout, and They put him on the board to give that company clout so it would get through an inspection process to be able to get onto the stock market. That's what that was all about. And I mean, there's just so much there, and they're going to go, don't do that again, Hunter. And that's going to be it.
Yeah.
That's going to be it, man.
It's sad, man. It's sad. But I'm glad to see, I'm really glad to see that, hang on one second. Let me get rid of that one. What? Why did I get that in there? Okay. Forget it. Apparently some of these headlines changed on me. Nah, it's cool. But to finish up on Hunter Biden, the judge that actually put this up, held up the reboot. Hang on. Let me get you there. There you go. You know what's funny? Guess what the next story is?
My dude.
What I was going to say was the judge actually stopped it because both sides had screwed up the deal. So she
they didn't screw up the deal.
I like it. I'm glad to see it. Ariel Ballet says, you mean that energy company that probably doesn't exist thanks to Russian bombing? God,
probably
that's
not
good, Ariel. That's good. Mitch McConnell escorted away from cameras after freezing in the middle of a news conference. There he is trying to reboot right there, as you can see. Hang on, I'll play the video. No sound, but 20 seconds.
I think he pulled a Bert here from Soap. Remember with Soap when Bert tried to disappear? That's what he did right here.
He's trying to disappear. That's it. He just totally stopped, and this guy come up and
you need to back that up and have him show when he's talking, and then just can you play that video over
for this? Which means I have to reshare it. So hang on.
You gotta
bear with me, guys. Let me get it all set up, and then we will have to stop sharing and reshare because I purposely, so we didn't get echo, didn't click the sound button. So, okay, here we go. We'll share it. And this is what happened, guys. If you didn't see this, it's kind of creepy.
It's sad.
Yeah, it is. He's answering a question.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. We're on a path to finishing the NDA this week. It's been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
he was searching for a word and shut the fuck down. Wow. That's sad. That man don't need to be in Congress anymore. He really doesn't.
Are you good?
Okay, Mitch.
I mean,
anything else you want to say, or should we just go back to the press? Do you want to say anything else to the press? Okay.
Mitch is like, I don't even know where I am right now. Who are you? I just shit my pants. I don't care. I'm 81. Can I go sit down somewhere now, please? It's fucking abusive what they're doing to these Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, Joe Biden. Look, Donald Trump is right there. He's an old bastard too.
He is.
Got so many old people up there, and they're using these people as puppets. They're front people for whoever's really running the show behind them.
Yeah.
Those people that walked him off that stage, they know he's got problems. They're going to hit him with the fucking B12, and they're going to roll his ass back out there.
Oh, he came right back out. Like it was like 15 minutes later. He came right back out and started answering questions.
They got John Goodman in there with the banana boats, and the fucking Hunter Biden come running over there with Coke.
What's up?
They got him going. He's good to go. But those people are not in charge, man. It's people in the background that are in charge.
Right.
That's sad, dude. I mean, look. Anytime I see that, right? Okay, so that's Mitch McConnell. I see our president walking up or down the stairs of Air Force One, and there's nobody right next to him. Come on, they're hoping this guy falls and breaks his fucking neck so they can go on to whoever. That's abuse, man. You don't do that. You wouldn't do that to anybody. Man. You'd go up to an old person that you even know and help them walk around. That's not good.
Yeah,
at
it's
all.
sad.
That doesn't do anything for our country. Make us look like just impotent assholes. What the U.S. looks like. I feel sorry for that's bad.
I do. I feel bad for Mitch McConnell, but they need to get him out of there. At some point, you got to say, "Hey, you're too old to do this."
Kentucky, give it a fucking rest already, man. Golly.
Quit voting this guy in.
I mean, come on. Let him go to greener pastures while he's still, has a life. He
Right.
probably don't even know where he is half the time. Gee
Well,
whiz, that's sad.
Look, I think more than just the Bidens have a cocaine problem. Their pets are jacked up. Commander becomes the second Biden dog to bite multiple Secret Service officers.
So touch my cocaine, man.
The dogs are freaking getting after the Secret Service. Quit searching for the coke. It's ours, man. Damn it. What the hell? Oh, my God. The other big thing this week was all about the UFO hearings, guys. They got several headlines here. Yep. What's up, Christian? Good to see you, your trucking ass brother. Good to see you, our Canadian brother from the north. Bonjour, everybody. He
said. Canada.
That's right.
Our home and native land.
Give up the hostages pronto, or we'll level Toronto.
Level Toronto.
Blame Canada. Harvard alien hunter UFO claims grab attention ahead of House hearing. There was a huge House hearing this week. A lot of headlines about the UFO hearings. But the biggest one, out of all of these, this one here says, here's what scientists say about the whistleblowers' claims that Pentagon has evidence of alien crashes. But the biggest headline out of all of them was probably this guy right here. Where is he? Yeah. UFO hearings whistleblower David Grush says non-human biologics found at alleged crash sites as it happened. So, it's going to be very interesting when these things are over with to see what they uncover.
This is what they're going to uncover.
Please disperse. Nothing to see here.
Telling you.
Timely.
If it was something we were supposed to know, we'd have heard about it already. But we
Ariel
the people,
says
we don't
aliens aren't real. Not real. She must have missed
They're not real.
They're not real.
They're not real.
They're not real, man. They're not real. Also this week, you truckers out there probably paid attention to this one. UPS Teamsters avoid massive strike. We didn't even hear about this until it was over with. I think there was leanings that UPS might strike. Reached tentative agreement on new contract.
And they got everything they asked for. Everything. I think it was 55 points of discussion, and they got everything.
Really? That's great.
So, yeah, man. I mean,
great to see that somebody that actually deserves it, unlike the writers and the actors and all that shit. It's good to see that these guys got what they deserve, because that's a tough job what they do.
Really it's part-time and full-time. So yeah, they avoided the strike, and I tell you, for me personally, for our business that I'm attached to, we use UPS on a daily. So if they struck,
everybody
that would really impact our operation. So
hell, the U.S. Postal Service uses UPS now. I mean, when they can't get it done, let's see. What's next? Oh yeah, check this out. Took long enough, but they finally got him. Former pastor charged with killing 8-year-old girl who was walking to Bible camp nearly 50 years ago.
This is a really, really that's a
83-year-old former pastor.
Yep.
This
so the little girl's going to
Pennsylvania. Yep.
Yeah, she's going to Bible camp. And it's a joint operation between two churches. And he's a pastor of one, and his friend is a pastor of the other one. The girl that's walking to the church, the father, the other pastor is her father. And he freaking abducted her. He killed her. Here it is 50 years later, and he's going to get his comeuppance. But you get a chance to read that article. It is bizarre. And that guy right there, the devil's afraid of this guy coming down there because that guy's really evil.
Yeah, these guys,
and he admitted to it.
For him. Yeah. Let's see. Ariel says, and they only got him now. Yeah. It's a strange.
If you read that article, the investigators that did the initial interviews were very suspicious of this guy, but back in '75 they didn't have enough evidence to hold him. The reason why they were suspicious, he called 911 after the other pastor said, my daughter hasn't showed up nobody saw her at camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the guy that did the killing, he calls the police, but he tells the police what she was wearing. He knew too much about what she was wearing, what her habits were, and they were like, "How does this guy know all this stuff if nobody saw this kid?" So yeah, there was a lot.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Read the article, you'll see it. But yeah, they finally got that son of a bitch.
Wow. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm sure you guys heard this one about the Gilgo Beach murders. Police finish search of Rex Howerman's Long Island home. This guy was a serial killer up there. And what struck me was the cache of weapons he had. Approximately 279 guns were uncovered. What does anybody need with 279 weapons?
Look, he doesn't want to go out, for lack of shooting back, dude. So it was loaded for bear.
It's loaded for
serial killer on Long Island. He killed 3 women. Oh man.
Yeah.
Between 2009 2010.
Yep. They had a backhoe in the back.
That's going to be a movie.
Plate. Yeah, of course.
That'll be a movie someday.
That'll be Long Island, over your girls' murder porn here within a month or two. No problem. Yeah, it'll be all over it. Now this one, man, this is crazy right here. 3 U.S. Marines found dead inside a car at North Carolina gas station near Camp Lejeune.
That sounds like a hit.
It turns out, man, that they died of carbon monoxide poisoning. It's really strange.
At the gas station?
Yep. The 3 Marines were found dead inside a vehicle in North Carolina, died from carbon monoxide poisoning. The Pender County Sheriff's Office said in a press release, autopsies were performed Wednesday, and the medical examiner determined that all 3 deaths are consistent with carbon monoxide poisoning.
Wonder if somebody messed with their manifold, their exhaust manifold, or something. That sounds really bizarre.
Sounds like the car was jacked up.
Yeah, no doubt.
During the investigation, the authorities discovered the bodies of 3 men inside the car at the Speedway convenience store at Hampstead, North Carolina.
Marines, right? They go through training to go to war, and they die at a freaking gas station.
Parking lot at a gas station.
Carbon monoxide poison. That's sad.
Just listening to that and reading that article, I'm sitting here going, because I remember one time I drove over the tracks a little bit too fast and jacked up my transmission. I mean, it stopped my car right away. I had to pull over to the side of the road. And that's what it makes me think of. I don't think there's any
mechanical failure. That's for sure.
That sounds like it was a mechanical failure. And with it being as hot as it is, I'm sure they had the windows up and the air conditioner on. Probably got pumped right in there on him. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Odorless, tasteless.
Yep.
Kill you like that. Yeah.
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Where was the car? It was outside the convenience store, Ariel. Yeah.
At the gas pumps, right? That's what it says.
And she also says that previous story is probably going to be on Netflix or Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Unless the exhaust is purposely placed in the car, I can't really see. It's just carbon exhaust. Yeah, look, I doubt. I mean, the article doesn't say anything about them being handcuffed or restrained or anything like that. So, yeah, this does not look like foul play. It looks like a complete accident. So.
I hope that they, I'm sure that they'll inspect that car, but it would be interesting to see what the cause of that poisoning was, because these things are engineered to avoid that.
You would
That's
think, you would think
weird.
if you had a
That's
break in
weird.
the exhaust system, it would stop. You have sensors that
That's
said,
weird.
the exhaust isn't going out. We need to stop here, and cut the
I
engine.
wonder if there's more to that story, because that
Yeah.
is bizarre, right?
It is really strange. Okay. Ariel says it was the cops. Come on.
The frickin' it was UFOs.
It was
Damn UFOs.
That's why we're having the UFO stories. Okay, boys and girls.
They've moved on from cows, and now they're going after Marines.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Let's see.
And another thing.
The danger zone.
Danger zone! Danger zone! Danger zone!
Oh man, look, you got him yelling at me now. He thinks I did something to you. He's yelling.
Classic rando.
Man.
What do we got?
You know what we got? We got the jock strap, baby.
Jock strap.
Millionaires. They're trying to rule the world from the gridiron and the courts,
really
all the good stuff. But you know what? This is a bad time to be doing the jock strap, man. There ain't much going on. But
no, not really, man.
I am going to let you. We're going to let you know about the baseball, how our team's doing, and everything. But first, I've got to do a little preview for my show that I'm doing this weekend because it's about to be back, Daniel. My favorite sport. You love hockey, and you know what I love.
I know you like badminton, dude. Go ahead.
The NFL is coming back. We're going to have a show about it this weekend. And I'm going to show you guys tonight. Me and Danny are going to cuss and discuss the 9 individuals going into the Hall of Fame this weekend. Not this weekend. It'll be next weekend, but we're going to do a show previewing it this weekend on Sunday. But this is the class of 2023. Up top left, you got Rondé Barber. He was part of that great Tampa 2 defense that beat up the Oakland Raiders in that Super Bowl when Gruden jumped teams and beat the hell out of his old team that he built.
Yeah, he knew what they were running all the way through that.
Oh, it's so funny to listen to them talk about that because they knew every play that was coming. That guy that ran that team after him didn't change a thing, and it showed.
No.
I mean, the defense scored 21 points in that Super Bowl, man. That's how bad it was. But the play that I knew they were going to win the Super Bowl was when they were playing the Eagles in the championship game. And Rondé Barber took one to the house on him. He pulled a brewski on him. He went like he was blitzing, and then he dropped into a flat zone, Daniel, and he straight ripped off Donovan McNabb and took it to the house, man. There was nobody in front of him. I said, yeah.
That's a good, good class. Good class.
Yeah, it's a good class. Got Don Coryell. I can't believe Eric Coryell wasn't in the Hall of Fame already. Head coach of the San Diego Chargers. Never won a Super Bowl, but he's the father of the modern passing game. Everybody,
he really is. He really is. Dan Fouts and him, they did a lot. Well, look, they had to go to Cincinnati to play the AFC title game. I mean, if that had gone to San Diego, I think they go to the Super Bowl, and maybe that Super Bowl is different, but
story,
that's not the way that went.
Maybe they're the ones that beat the San Francisco 49ers, right?
Yeah. So Dan Fouts is a great quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah. You got Chuck Howley. The old linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have a couple of players going in. They got DeMarcus Ware down there in the bottom too. He's going in. He got his ring, however, with the Denver Broncos. He did not get it with Dallas. We all know about the modern day Dallas Cowboys. They don't win championships. They just sell jerseys. But he got one with God, that was that defensive struggle they had when Peyton Manning could barely throw the football, right, Dan? Who did they beat? I can't remember who they beat in that game. But, it was a couple of years after we shellacked them in the Super Bowl, and John Elway said, you know what, I need a defense like that, and he went out and built it and won a Super Bowl a couple of years later. I can't even remember.
Yeah, I don't know who they played. I mean, that game was so terrible.
It was horrible. It was so bad.
Maybe Atlanta? I don't know.
No, it wasn't Atlanta, I don't think. No.
Joe Klecko, great freaking D lineman.
Yeah, you know
Darrelle
what?
Revis, he's a great player. Yeah.
Joe Klecko, when I read the report, they give the positions to these guys, right?
He was part of the U.S. the New York Stock Exchange.
He was listed as every position along the defensive line.
Yeah.
Nose tackle, defensive tackle.
Hard to
defensive
handle
end.
that guy was.
Yeah,
Man.
that guy was tough
Hard to
as
handle.
nails. And another Jet's going in. Darrell Revis. Revis Island is going in. Yeah.
Yep.
That guy was great. I hate the Jets.
Ken Riley. I have no idea who Ken Riley is.
Ken Riley was with he was on that Super Bowl team you're talking about. The first he was with Ken Anderson's Bengals. He was a cornerback.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
wow, that's been a long time coming for him. His freaking picture's black and white, man.
Yep. And then you've got Zach Thomas.
Joe Thomas. Now Joe Thomas.
Yeah.
Is he first ballot? I mean, he hasn't been out that long.
Because he hasn't been out that long. Yeah. He really hasn't. But he was the standard left tackle in the NFL for damn near 2
Oh,
days.
he's a beast. There's no doubt. But he's got to be first ballot because, I mean, nobody beat him
very long ago. No.
Yeah.
And then you got Zach Thomas. The whole reason why Foxy, my wife, roots for the Miami Dolphins because her favorite saying is dynamite comes in small packages. And when I heard her say that, I said, well, you need to root for the Miami Dolphins. Then she goes, why? And I said, because this guy right here. He's a beast. He's really like 5'10".
Yeah,
he was a really good ball player. But yeah, that's the class. Looking forward to it, man. And you guys can catch our preview of Hall of Fame weekend.
Hard to believe that Chuck Howley's just now
the two up top
just now getting to the hall, you know.
And Howley, that's crazy, man, because both of them were outstanding at what they did. You can see us preview all of that at 10 a.m. this Sunday. We're going to keep our regular time slot for this show this year, 2 weeks before kickoff of the regular games. We'll be on from 10 to noon Central Time on Sunday doing that for you. And then let's take a look at Major League Baseball at the only division that matters, the American League East.
Sox.
And the Sox are
playing
still look, everybody's close.
I think everybody's playing well, but what you see is Tampa has come back to earth.
Yes, they have. Baltimore's taken
because
over.
At one point they were 10 games up.
Yeah, they were. They were way out there.
Steady. Mm-hmm. I mean, that division, look, Boston's coming on, right?
Yep. They'll be moving up.
There's a lot of baseball. I think there's like 50 games left to play.
They're
a lot of baseball
and a half
left.
behind Toronto.
Yep.
So, that's the next rung up the ladder. We got to take care of them. So, yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. Let's see.
Don't give up on the Sox.
The Sox. The Sox. You got to root for the Sox, bro.
Got to root for the Sox.
It was funny. I was talking with somebody the other day, and they said, as long as you don't say Yankees. I said, Red Sox. That's my team.
Yankees. Ugh.
Yeah, he said, as long as you don't say Yankees, you're all right. He said, I'm not really a big fan of the Red Sox, but at least it's not the Yankees. I said, we call them the Bankies. Fuck them.
The Spankies.
Yeah, right? Because they're a bunch of...
They are,
telling
man.
You, man.
Terrible.
They are. They're horrible.
Lower than whale shit.
That's it. Lower than whale shit. Your audio kind of had a hiccup, I'm sure. My video's been hiccuping a lot, too. Let's see. Your guys' sports are nothing. It's all about playing ping pong. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. See, I'm a badminton guy. You play ping pong, Ariel. Hey, we're down. No problem. Okay, let's see. What's up next here? Oh, yeah, this is a strange story. Another one of these collapses out of nowhere. Bronny James, cardiac arrest update. LeBron James' son in stable condition after collapsing during USC workout. This kid had a coronary. He had a heart attack, a cardiac arrest while he was working out for USC. That's, I mean, and of course, people come out of the woodwork saying he's vaccinated and blah, blah, blah. Look,
Jesus
guys,
Christ. The guy's probably has a medical condition that his family has kept under wraps. And
that's what the article says, that it's probably a congenital heart thing, that it's inherited. So
just the right conditions hit him and boom, he goes down.
Yep. That's it. Say your prayers. Say your prayers for LeBron's son. I mean, I'm not a big LeBron fan, but I don't want to see that happen to that young man.
You don't want to see anybody at 18 having heart attacks and
yeah, it's horrible. Okay, that's it for the sports section. I didn't hear anything about the NCAA this week, but then again, I don't follow the NCAA.
All you need to know about the NCAA is,
oh man, is this let's see.
Look, man.
That was the first championship this year, right? And then it followed with this championship right
There
here,
you
right?
go, man.
Yeah.
And we won the West in the SEC this year with a patchwork team that Coach Kelly puts together. Look, again, a big, hairy winning machine. They wake up pissing excellence, dudes.
Yep.
You know,
Ariel says,
if you ain't first,
does
you're
his
last.
pops have it? I don't know. We'll see. The fuck is that? Well, let me explain it to you. Since you have questions, let's explain it to her. This is the LSU women's basketball team that won the national championship during March Madness this year.
Thank you.
And
Thank
this
you.
is the LSU Tigers baseball team that won the College World Series this year.
Thank you.
So
Thank
that's
you.
what
Look,
that is, Ariel.
that's
all right?
what that
To be
is.
the man, you gotta beat the man.
There it is.
That's the way it is. Whether you
It's just-
like it or whether you don't like it, learn to love it. LSU is the hottest thing going today.
Oh, man. Oh. As soon as I start having a good time, man, this guy gets on my ass. What is your deal?
Yeah.
What do we got?
You know,
he's just angry. Luke's get his good jerk off hand getting sliced off. You got Indiana Jones with a golden diaper trying to get that treasure. You know?
Wait till you see the numbers for that movie this week. It didn't even make $10 million. Check it out, boys and girls. Number one movie this week, of course, Barbie. Everybody went to see that this weekend.
Everybody loves Barbie.
Everybody loves Barbie.
Oppenheimer was very good. Can't say anything bad about Oppenheimer.
I'm very much looking forward to that one. I've got IMAX tickets to see it on Sunday. I can't wait. It's going to be
great
good.
cast, great. Yeah, it's a great story. You know, it's a true story,
right?
Yeah.
We got it made 82 million, and Sound of Freedom is number 3. It did better than Tom Cruise. It did better than Indiana.
What?
It made
total
almost
gross,
20
man.
million.
Now look at that total gross. It's better than Mission Impossible.
Yes.
Oh wow.
It's playing the long game, bro. It's playing the long game. Yeah. Poor Tom. Mission Impossible is not doing as well as they thought it would. And I don't understand it because I love that movie. I thought it was great.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, it is.
Great movie.
And then you've got Indiana Jones and the douche of
Diaper of Destiny.
Whatever. $6 million it made this weekend. Putting its
Did you
gross
go see it?
at 158 million. No, I didn't go see that piece of crap. What? Why would I go see Old Man Jones at 80?
I don't know, man. I thought that was your dude, you know. So I don't know.
I love him. Don't get me wrong, but he's past his prime, bro. I don't even want to see him play Thunderbolt Ross. You know he's supposed to be the next guy playing Thunderbolt Ross, right?
Yeah.
No. Get somebody a little younger. Get somebody like in their 60s to do that, all right, man? Come on. This guy is 80 plus.
I thought the last guy that did Thunderbolt was perfect. Was it
Yeah,
Hurt?
he was.
I
He was
thought
great.
he did a great job.
You know he was
I thought
awesome.
he did a great job. Yeah.
Yeah. William Hurt was awesome, dude. That's just all there is to it. All right, let's see. What is she talking about? I was talking mainly about the women's team. Oh, talking about LSU. Okay, gotcha.
Talking about LSU. There you go. Flash that picture,
Do they
man.
not show how much the movies cost to make? Not on this list. No, we don't see that here. I'd have to look that up in another thing. And oh wow, look at Insidious. Okay, let's look at Insidious real quick. Where is it at? It's at number 6. Yep. And it's made 71. That's great for a horror movie. Guarantee you it didn't take. It's made its money back and then some. That's why they'll never stop making horror movies because that movie didn't cost much to make at all. I guarantee.
Now you know what? That's like the third one in that series with the husband and wife. But I know people that have seen this movie that were big fans of the first two, and they said this one is not very good for whatever reason. I'll still check it out when it comes on. So you know.
Yeah. Ariel has a question. She says, has Clint Eastwood finally retired from acting and stayed with directing, or has he retired completely? He has not retired yet. He's actually working. He's announced his next project is his last. It is going to be his
directing
last
something
movie.
right now, right?
Yeah, that's it. He's directing it. I don't think he stars in it. He's directing it, but it's going to be his last movie. Think it's more than that. Think they what? sometimes I can't understand what she typos a lot.
I think they quote
yeah,
about 5 now.
Clean that up
There
and
you
maybe
go.
I'll answer your question. But anyway,
She just alerted all the sleeper cells in her area.
right, that's what
And
she
there you
did
go.
right here on my channel. Thanks a
Right
lot.
there. Triggered the sleeper
go.
cell, dude.
Triggered the sleeper cells, and we're all
Sorry,
screwed.
everybody. We didn't know what was going to happen.
These movies, they got. She's laughing at us. These movies, they made a lot of comeuppance this weekend, man. Mac Get's wife calls for Barbie boycott while posting photos of her posing in pink on the red carpet. I'd recommend sticking to getting outfit inspiration and skipping the theater, she tweeted. Unbelievable. Yeah, this is a guy from Florida's. He's a politician from Florida's wife that said to boycott it, and then we got. This crazy. Well, this isn't. No, I'm sorry. This is a different one. Not Cillian Murphy or Robert Downey Jr., but this Oppenheimer star is at the center of Oscar buzz for all the right reasons. And they're talking about Emily Blunt. Apparently, she was really good in the flick as Oppenheimer's wife. And I've heard that from more than one source that she.
Yeah, she was strong
movies.
character. Strong character, no doubt.
Yeah.
It's a great cast. I mean, everybody in that thing is good. Murphy that plays Oppenheimer, to me, he's the best one.
I hope he
carries that
recognized.
movie.
I hope he gets recognized.
He should. Has a hell of a job, and
Yeah.
not only the acting chops that he shows, the way he physically got into that character, man, because he looked like a skeleton.
He dropped
man.
some weight. He wasn't a big guy anyway, but still, he's pretty gaunt in this movie, man.
If you've seen him in Peaky Blinders, you can tell the transformation that he underwent, man. Because woo.
Well, I've seen him in a lot of stuff.
Great movie. Great movie.
Stuff, man. So, but then we got this crazy ass story right here. I'd want a refund. Movie theater stops Barbie movie midway after Oppenheimer watchers snuck in. And what they're talking about here is a lot of people are buying tickets for both movies and going to see them back to back. They called it Barbenheimer this weekend. Matter of fact, you remember the girl you used to call Hillary Rodham Clinton?
Yes.
You remember her?
Very talented young lady, by the way.
Fantastic. She did this
very
piece
talented.
Of artwork. She did this piece of artwork that was really cool looking, man. It was a picture of Barbie with her hands together, kind of praying and kind of looking bug-eyed, and it was all done in pink, and there's a huge nuclear explosion going behind her. It was her Barbenheimer picture. It was pretty cool. But yeah, that's crazy, and it's nuts. And then Danny sent us this about the new Punisher. San Diego Comic-Con, which, by the way, guys, most of the major studios stayed away from this weekend. It's all about comic books again, which is what it started off being.
Yeah.
Of course, the main reason for that, guys, was because of the writer and actor strike. They couldn't put actors out there at panels and stuff like that. So, they just didn't come. The theaters did not decide to show up. But all the comic book companies were there. And this apparently Marvel has a new Punisher and makes his Marvel Comics debut. They have been fucking.
They tried to reinvent him before, and I don't know that it really worked out very well. This one is more in the vein of a traditional, what I consider a Punisher character. It's a different, person, but I think it's staying true to the Punisher character, which is pretty cool. So
yeah. Well,
good article to read
because they've been messing with this character a lot. If
they really have, man.
If you followed
they just leave it alone.
They tried to get rid of the guns because they didn't like the guns. Disney owns Marvel now, so they're going to put their own stamp on all this bullshit. They changed the logo to make it look like two knives behind a skull kind of thing, and it looks stupid as shit. So nobody's buying it, so they're rebooting the character basically, and they're going right back to traditional Punisher. Fighting the mob, right? Yeah. Ariel says, hopefully he'll get noticed, but I'm afraid because Hollywood, it's going to be Indiana Jones and other crap movies will get all the attention. No, I beg to differ. I'm feeling like that Oppenheimer is going to pretty much sweep the Academy Awards this year for one reason, guys. There ain't much Academy Award worthy shit coming out this year. And there's going to be even less because what's happening in Hollywood right now is they're backing things up because they know they're not going to have anything new come next spring, the summertime next year. They're not going to have anything new because they can't make anything new right now. The writers are on strike. The actors are on strike. They've already backed up. I think I read an article where the Marvels got backed up for a third time, right? It was supposed to come out this February. Then it was the summer. Then they backed it up to I think September. Now they're backing it up even further. And they're doing the same with Aquaman from what I heard. So, yeah, I got a feeling Oppenheimer's going to do well. But
I think it will too because the story it was already written and they didn't have to do a whole lot to it, and they have a great cast.
Yep.
And it's going to be hard for them to stonewall that story because it's a true story.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and then we've got some bad news this week. We lost a couple of great musicians this week, really did.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I forgot about this one when I made the thumbnail. I forgot because it was right after we were done last week. Yeah. He's irreplaceable. Tony Bennett, remembered by Elton John.
To me, he is the face of the old guard in Vegas, man. Tony Bennett. Great voice, beautiful voice, man. Golly.
Yeah. The entertainment world lost one of its legends Friday when singer Tony Bennett died. In his home in New York City, he was 96 years old. That guy had a long, full life and was singing right up until the end. Bennett.
Yeah, didn't him and Lady Gaga do a duet kind of special?
Yeah, they did.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
they did. And you got some of the quotes here from famous people. Like a prolific music producer and guitarist Nile Rodgers shared his love. The Way You Look Tonight singer on Twitter. Let's see.
His influence is timeless and ageless, man. He's just
it is.
Everybody,
Oh,
really.
yeah, for sure. Oh, shoot. First quote I'm looking at is Fran Drescher. That's the last person I want to hear from. Okay, so Tony Bennett, here's to you. We're going to miss you.
Absolutely, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished my Guinness.
The other one is kind of special for me and Dan because we are Irishmen and we lost one of the best.
Yeah.
When you think of Irish musicians, you think of U2 and you think of this chick right here.
Yeah.
Sinead O'Connor, Irish singer, dies at 56. She's young, man. She's 2 years young.
She was young. You remember the front singer for the Cranberries, the Irish band, Zombie was a big hit for them. Yes. I don't know what it is about it's tough.
Yeah.
She was really talented, great singer-songwriter. And she did something that was really unpopular in the early 90s when she went on there and she had that picture of the Pope and she didn't have very good things to say. But, fast forward, 20 years later, she may have been on point on some of those views,
yeah, she's always been a controversial figure. She really has.
Yeah.
I think
you can't dispute her talent though. Her singing.
Oh my God, yeah. Let's see. Christian says, and Tony Bennett was a World War II vet. Yes, he was. Let's see. I know Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga did a cameo together on the Muppets Most Wanted. Wow. Yeah. But Sinead O'Connor, she actually converted herself to what is it?
Islam.
That's it. Converted to Islam a few years ago.
Converted.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what her new name was, and I guess
Sinéad O'Connor.
No, it was. Yeah, here it is. Shuhada Sadakat.
There you go.
Shadakat. Because they always change their name when they do that.
Shadakat.
That's why.
There you go.
That's why Cassius Clay went by Muhammad Ali because when he changed to Islam, that's the name.
So you're saying Sinead didn't want to get drafted, or?
No, I'm saying Sinead was
she's a free spirit.
She was
her own person, that's for sure.
She did her own thing, no doubt.
Yep.
So we're gonna miss both of them for sure. Okay, boys and girls. I guess I'm not moving fast enough for the man because he won't get off my ass, man. He just won't do it.
What do we got?
You know what we got? We got the earthquakes.
80 years old, 90 years old.
Right?
Stay off ass.
You would think he'd be a little bit more conservative with
you know
that.
What I'm saying?
I mean, dude, Come on. Rearing
Give it
kids
a
is a young
rest
man's
or-
game. Come on. What the hell?
What do I
But
got?
we got the earthquakes.
We
And
got
the
another
biggest
kid coming.
earthquake,
That's what we got.
the biggest earthquake this week is, of course, Elon Musk rebrands Twitter as X. Now, boys and girls,
X-Force. So damn proud of you guys.
we were talking before the show. That's jacked up. Okay, so X. He takes Twitter, probably the best known social media network, and changes its name to X. Yes, Arabella, that's what he did. He changed the name. I'm not lying to you. It's true.
So is my app going to change now? It's going to say X?
No. If you go to the app now, like on my phone, it's still the little bird, right?
Okay.
But if you go into the app, instead of seeing the tweet symbol, it's an X.
X-Force.
X-Force. Yeah, that's it, man. Is he
Fucking
trying
A.
to bring back the extreme vibes of the 90s? I don't know, man. I don't know. But
Who knows?
I think what it is, and this is what
he's making it his own, is what he's doing.
He's making it his own, and plus Twitter, as far as advertising goes, had a bad rep. So he's probably trying to change some of that too. So, you know.
They don't remember you. They remember the rep.
The rep! That's right. I got to use a bad word here. Who? All right, the next one here. A skyscraper-size asteroid flew closer to Earth than the moon.
We have a blind spot in our observation field, dude. If you read this article, man, this is not the first one that we've missed.
We are coming close to death every day of the week, and we just...
They're like, whoa, holy shit.
What the hell was that?
That almost hit us. The Hubble scope that costs $50 billion or whatever. Yeah, there's a field of vision that comes out of the sun. So they're missing it. Once it gets outside that sun blast, for lack of a better term, they see it as it goes, if it's already past us. But there's a blind spot in there where they just can't see anything coming through because of the light from the sun.
Wow. That's crazy, man. Speaking of crazy,
figure that out. They got to figure that shit out pretty quick.
They got to figure that shit out, bro. Or we're gonna.
The fucking dinosaurs will be back to you. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be Armageddon time, bro.
Ice Age.
You know how many things fly by us that should take us out? Yeah, a lot of things.
Well, apparently, a lot of shit, dude.
Dodging and moving. Serpentine, Shell. Serpentine. That's right. Dodge and move.
Kirk
style. Move and check this fool out. Blumberg
bottom
writer,
half moves, upper half stays.
Who attacked Sound of Freedom gets exposed as pedophilia activist. Yeah, he's what they call a MAP, minor.
What? Now there's a term for that, dude?
Oh, yeah, a MAP.
He's what they call a fucking piece of shit. Now, what's the thing for that?
Exactly.
Why are we even talking about this?
This is how they always try to defend it, man, is with language. They've decided these people are minor attracted minor attracted person. Aerial ballet, Hylunder. It won't be the dinosaurs. It'll be either the cows or the insects that will take over. Oh,
okay,
there you
cool.
go.
Yeah,
love to see the cows.
Because the aliens have come and figured the cows, and
but
I
yeah,
guess they're the successors,
I highly recommend you guys go check out Shoe on Head, her YouTube channel and her Twitter account. You will learn a lot about this guy. He is a piece of garbage, no doubt about it. Next one we got here: kidnapped Texas girl rescued in California after holding up a "Help Me" sign inside a car. Quick-thinking bystanders.
No doubt.
Southern California helped rescue an out-of-state kidnapping victim who had been holding up a sign that said "Help Me" inside the car, authorities said Thursday. The victim was a 13-year-old girl, was allegedly taken from a bus stop in San Antonio. And they didn't...
Whoa, all the way to California, huh?
Wow.
God
that's
bless
great.
her.
I love hearing stories like that, man. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. when they get what's coming to them, and it's not the cops. That was actual people that helped stop him. 26-year-old man who posed as high school student arrested on sex crime charges. This guy in Nebraska, he posed, let's see, as a high school student at 2 different schools.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What is wrong with people, man?
Yeah, there's no bounds that won't be crossed anymore. You know, it's like Moses has been up on the mountain too long, and everybody's just losing their friggin' mind, right?
Yeah. If you don't know what he's talking about, when Moses went to go get the 10 Commandments, he was gone for what, 40 days or something like that?
40 days, 40 nights, something like that. And
something like that. And
didn't take them long to lose their freaking mind.
Lost their mind, started building an idol.
Yeah.
Started sacrificing, doing crazy shit.
Yep.
Stay focused, people. California town's residents told to boil water for 10th straight day due to E. coli outbreak.
Yep.
Bronny residents are
E.
advised
coli.
to use only boiled water. Yeah, this is third world country stuff happening in California, guys. That's bad. That's very bad. Let's see what's she talking about. That's not around me, she says. That's good. Didn't we talk about the kidnapping before with the sign? Or am I thinking of another one when the person mouthed? It's the other one where the police pulled them over and she mouthed, "Help me." Yeah, that's when yeah, that's exactly right, Ariel. It's pretty close to it, but not the same one. Okay, what else we got here?
What do I got?
Customs officers seize cheese wheels filled with cocaine at Texas border.
Cocaine.
Yes, check it out.
Cheese. A little more cheese with your salad, sir. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Smugglers will sometimes try to conceal contraband in items that appear innocent to deflect suspicion. That's not the only reason why they use cheese. That's supposed to throw off smell, like narcotics dogs. They're trying to throw that off.
Throw off the scent.
Now, this one, we've been hearing about this for years. U.S. banks are abruptly freezing accounts, halting withdrawals without warning or explanation. This is why when I hear stories like this is why I always tell people we never should get rid of cash, ever. If a vote comes up to make things all digital, vote against it. Always vote against it, because this is what they can do when they go completely digital. This is just regular ma and pa's getting their stuff shut down. It's happening more and more. So pay attention to that. Let's see what we got here. Briarwood Country Club patio collapses, leaves dozens injured. Hang on, let me see if I can get the picture up here. Yeah. Dozens of people were injured after a patio collapsed during an event at a southern Montana country club, authorities said. Wow, man. Yikes. Look at that. The floor came in.
You have to party 1 second, next second you're just getting wiped out, right?
Dude, yeah. Yeah. When your number's up, it's up.
It's all cool until the pavilion collapses.
Bear traps set for grizzly bear after fatal attack near Yellowstone National Park. Wow.
I guarantee you somebody was dicking around with a bear and got too close. Look, bears, when you say too close, I mean, bears will sense you, a mile away, and they'll track you down if they smell you. So
this was a 4-year-old woman along a forest trail near Yellowstone National Park.
We need to stay out of these. I mean, they're beautiful, but we really need. Let's go hiking up in the. No, there's some wild animals living. That's their backyard, man, and you get in the wrong spot.
I've got no problem with somebody that decides to go out on their own land, well armed and knowing what they're doing something like that. But these national parks, you got to watch your ass, man. I wouldn't be caught on one of those hiking trails.
And how many times have you seen these knuckleheads trying to get these selfies with these wild animals, dude?
Yeah.
I mean, and they get bit, they get gored, they get run over. I mean, it's just not respecting your surroundings.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know,
The
it's too
IRS.
bad that the person got killed, but shit.
Yeah, that's a shame. The
Now
IRS
they're gonna kill a
ending.
bear. There you
Yeah, they're going to have to. Let's see. The IRS ending most unannounced visits to taxpayers. Why would
go.
they be doing
Most.
why would they be making unannounced visits to taxpayers? Are they
Well, they
trying to
got
get
all those new guns they want to show you, so you know.
It doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Are you talking about the dumbass woman taking a selfie with that buffalo? Yeah, that was really stupid. I saw that
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, why they would be making unannounced visits to people, the IRS of all people, that makes no sense to me. You better be calling, especially if you're going to a rural place, because I don't think people understand, Dan, when you're dealing with rural America, like where
Oh well.
mom lives.
It's just like walking off into the wilderness and a bear attacks you. You got to know your know your audience, man.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
Know your audience.
no doubt. No doubt. Let's see.
That's the problem with government. They've forgotten about that. A lot of people live out in rural areas. Not everybody's living in these big cities.
No.
And you get out in the rural areas where people still hold that Constitution close to their heart and the Bill of Rights.
Well,
you
where
better come correct, you get your ass shot.
They call 911. They're waiting 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? They're not waiting 20 minutes. They're going to defend themselves, folks. Sorry. They're just going to do it, you know. Okay. This next one, saw this coming a mile away. Carly Russell apologizes to Alabama community, says there was no kidnapping. This is the girl we heard about last week that said they saw a toddler on the road and all of a sudden
she's
disappeared.
got mental problems.
Yeah.
Definitely, she's got some kind of issues. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's too bad. That's a shame.
Yeah. It's a shame because she's a pretty girl. Gene therapy, eye drops with inactivated herpes virus restores young boy's sight. Wow.
How do they make that leap, dude?
How did they make the leap to make herpes drop?
Let's shoot some herpes in this guy's eye and see if that'll get his vision back. Yeah.
Right? What?
Wow. What to talk about a shot in the dark, right?
I'm telling you, man. Ariel says, me and dad live 12 miles away from the closest town. So, yeah, we usually and a few neighbors do things ourselves mostly. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Absolutely. And as well you should. Because in this country, as Jack Nicholson said in the department.
In this country, it don't increase the size of your dick.
You get a life sentence for it.
You get a life sentence fine. No ticky, no laundry.
I was about to tell. What do you say? Tell Bruce Lee and the Karate Kids. But anyway, shit. Let me. Yeah, I don't know how they came up with that. Let's see. Ariel Ballet says, yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I already read that. Now, this is one of the weirder ones that you sent me, man. This didn't look like a headline you would send me. Bette Midler called Kyle Rittenhouse verdict a tragic day, but it seems like he's not fighting back. Bette Midler,
well, if you read the article, I mean, he was pretty vocal about, these stars and activists and just running him down. If you watch the video,
yeah,
I mean, he was under siege.
Yeah.
It's not like he was wading into these people, right? He was backing up, trying to get away.
Yeah.
And she was one of the last people to say something derogatory, at him. And in this case, he hasn't said anything back. He was vindicated.
To his credit, acquitted. He has not really. He could have sued so many people over this. It's not even funny. And I wouldn't be surprised if he still will in the future. Let me see. Ariel says, well, I guess
his story will come out. He'll get a freaking movie deal. Watch. Yeah. So,
well, I guess when you've tried everything to see, then you'll take anything. Look, a scientist come up with that, and that's. I don't want the herp anywhere near me. I'm sorry. I guess I'm just gonna have to go blind.
Unless you're going blind, then you say, "Fucking juice me up with that
I'll
shit,
take
man."
It. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh man, but some of these scientists got the wrong idea. Gynecologist accused of sexually abusing over 200 patients.
Oh, come on.
Is sentenced to only 20 years in prison? Really? Wow. What the hell, man? sentenced Robert Haddon 60. Oh, well, he's 64 years old. He probably won't see.
Still, sentenced his ass for 100 years.
Yeah, it should have been.
Unreal.
That's the wrongest of the wrong right there. That's ridiculous. Because, there's so many ways a gynecologist can manipulate their patients. I mean, really. They can knock them out and do whatever the hell they want with them. It's ridiculous.
And he did this to female prisoners, or no?
And this is only coming out now, she says. Yeah, this is another one where they didn't catch him for a long time, apparently. Yeah, that's really strange. Let's see. And this one, now these articles, these next two, that they're near and dear to my brother's heart right here. People are hungry for more choices inside the Green Party push in 2024.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here. I need something else other than...
Hang on, let me show you somebody. That guy right there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I need something other than...
Reboot, damn it! Reboot! Reboot, bro.
I need somebody that cares about this country, man. Cares about our founding. Cares about the taxpayer.
I know of only one that's run recently, and she's not running right now. But there she is. Yes, I hope she runs again. I hope she does.
We need somebody, man. We need a third party. We need another option, because these two options that we have are in cahoots with each other. They've got a stranglehold on everything in this country, and they've got us fighting with each other, and they're up there laughing at us. And we need another option. We need another option that believes in our founding, believes in our Constitution, and believes in Bill of Rights, personal freedoms, states' rights, our founding.
Mm-hmm.
And these two that are running the show right now are just, they've turned their back on us. Well, and it's all about stuffing their own pockets with foreign entities and whatever.
The Uniparty, they're high-fiving and having beers after the lights go off, right?
Yeah.
You said it
exactly.
Before. Yeah. Okay, so, boys and girls, we have come to that part of the show where you need to level up.
Oh, boy.
You need to throw on the pads. You need to get your friggin' chin strap buckled.
Oh, boy.
Get your mouthpiece out. Because it's time to turn out the lights.
I have the utmost respect for Kurt Warner for going in there. I have the utmost respect for Kurt Warner for going in there.
Dude, every time I see that, I wonder, how was he not taken off the field in cuffs, dude? That's straight up murder.
He owed Bobby McRae some money. That's all I can figure.
Yeah, Kurt must have. Yeah, he did something wrong to Bobby McRae.
I think I saw brown in Kurt's pants after that hit, dude.
Well, he's wearing white. It wouldn't be hard to see. He got nuked. If you guys wonder why I show that twice, it's because every one of those hits is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to see. And if you've ever been hit like that, you understand what I'm talking about. It's pretty bad, man. If you've never played football, that's one thing. And when you get blindsided, it is just, it's rough.
I got crushed one time. This guy was pulling, and I got upfield too far, and I never saw him coming. And yeah, the back cut right in behind his block, and he smashed me, dude. I got up, I shook his hand. I was like, man, great hit, dude.
Great hit, bro. Where's my
what? Never saw it coming, man. Great hit, dude.
Do me a favor, don't say nothing to anybody. Point me towards my huddle.
I hurt everywhere.
Ariel says, "Oh, never mind. You guys wouldn't want me to in office because I'm too much of a monarchist. Monarchist? Oh, you want to be the queen? Gotcha.
Oh
okay.
No!
Yeah.
She's banned from the show. Yeah. Ban that. Block that person. No. F the royal family.
I actually had a royal family story, and I said, no, I've got to stop.
Nah, I'm glad I saw that on the feed. I'm like, bro, please.
I can't do it. Oh God, I thought that this was going somewhere else, and that looks like last one looks hard. Yeah, that last one is Bobby McRae basically launching Kurt Warner onto the retirement couch. He
Into
never played
retirement,
another down
into
of
the
football.
NFL Network.
Right
Never
into
to
the
return.
That's it, man. But what I've got for you tonight, I've got misleading headlines, man. What I call misleading clickbait, and you've got to see these. They're just. And by the way, Danny decided he wants me to do an experiment next week. All my shows are going to have titles that are extremely misleading. So I don't want those of you that view on a regular basis. I don't want you to say anything to anybody. I just want to see how many people view when I put something totally misleading on the label. Okay.
There you go.
I'm going to try
I think
it
it's a
next
great
week.
social experiment, dude. I think
We're going to try it out, and we'll get back to you next Thursday and see how it looks.
Absolutely.
The last one, and she's laughing. Look at this. She's laughing. What else did she say there? She says, no, wait a minute. Okay. Oh, she's writing 100 miles an hour. I can't hit them fast enough. But I'd be a new royal family, one born in the United States. Well, that's true. Hey, they wanted. I want to see that too. She said, "Okay, well, I'm going to do it." But they offered George that.
Yeah, he said no. That's not the founding. That's not what we're about.
Offered it to him. They said, "Hey, you can be the king," right? Okay, so what we got here, this misleading clickbait. Read this. Go ahead and read that headline, Daniel.
I'm waiting for it to come up. There you go. Simon Cowell issues statement after Lucy's blah 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 reveals X Factor rate. Oh my God.
Okay, what does that sound like, Dan? Sounds like Simon Cowell's a fucking rapist, doesn't it? You read this article, and she's talking about how something happened to her backstage, and Simon Cowell was the first person to come up to her and apologize. And they both had nothing but nice things to say about each other. Okay, but you read that headline. What does that sound like?
Sure,
makes it sound like this guy on the right is a piece of shit, right? It's just so stupid. Then we've got this one. Scientists
in that picture, right?
What's that?
He looks whack in that picture, though.
Well, he's old now, Dan. He's
mackerel.
old, and when we
cocaine
get old,
shark. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Cocaine shark.
Cocaine shark. Scientists expect cocaine sharks feast on dumped drugs near Florida.
Hey, look, those speedboats got to dump that stuff, man. Because Coast Guard's coming.
Give me a break.
Sharks come by. Cocaine shark. There you go.
Give me a break, bro. Give me a break.
Cocaine shark. Cocaine bear. Cocaine shark. There you go.
Ring camera footage stirs up UFO fears. You know what the footage is? You know what the footage is? It's the one we showed of the meteorite last week in friggin' Louisiana.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, but comicbook.com says the ring camera footage stirs up UFO fears. Don't believe everything you read, boys and girls. Don't do it.
Don't believe the hype.
We showed you this last week. I'll show it to you again. It's a meteorite coming in. You'll see it. It's just a flash. And nothing landed. Nothing alien got out of it. But apparently...
it's coming right at us.
Comicbook.com thinks it's coming right at us.
It's coming right at us.
Jeez. So, look, dig into these articles. Don't just don't buy the friggin' headlines. Look at what you're looking at, okay? That's all I'm telling you. I'm a former... When I went to college first, when I was a kid, fresh out of the Army, I studied communications journalism. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know what this is they're passing off as journalism these days, but it's not journalism, okay? All it is basically repeating talking points is what it looks like to me. Mm-hmm. But, yeah. Let's see.
It's all surface and no content.
Yeah. Let's see. Ariel says, that picture isn't doing me any favors. Yeah, no doubt. And then, dude, sharks basically eat anything. Yeah, right? Cocaine's not going to affect them fools.
Cocaine shark.
Cocaine Shark. Yeah, it's gonna be a movie. Yeah. It's gonna be
They're
Cocaine
taking a
Sharknado. It'll be
perfect
Cocaine
killing
Sharknado.
machine, perfect killing machine on cocaine.
Because all it does is swim and eat and make little sharks. That's all.
Little baby sharks, and that's all it does.
That's all it does. Oh my fucking God, Meteor. Yeah. It's the same one I showed you last week. Yeah, and there was an even better video of it from the side you showed us. Yeah, absolutely. I showed you 2 different videos of it last week. Yep. Okay, well, listen, boys and girls. It's the time of the show where my brother singles out a certain person, organization, certain crew, whatever you'd like to call it, and he gives out his Simple Jack Award. Now, if you're wondering what the Simple Jack Award is, it's when, you've got somebody that's trying to do the right thing, and they just can't quite do it. You see Simple Jack here trying to get rid of those butterflies, and he just can't do it the way he's doing it. But he's trying. He's trying awful hard. And this week, I'll read the headline, and I'll let him take over from there. This is the Simple Jack Award winner. An intoxicated United Airlines pilot who turned up for a transatlantic flight, staggering and with glassy eyes, was given a 6-month suspended prison sentence, reports say. Tell us all about this week's Simple Jack Award winner, Dan.
Yes, well, I guess they were flying from France to the good old US of A, and pilot shows up just slobbered drunk. I mean, in his mind, it was perfectly reasonable to come up, pilot a plane from over an ocean or wherever he might be going, drunk, and then that's acceptable. So, he's a pilot. He can get drunk and he can do his thing and put everybody's life on the line. So he didn't see anything wrong with it, but the authorities did. And so he's being reprimanded. And I don't know why he doesn't go to prison for that, but they suspended.
Sentence, 6 months.
Yeah, I don't get that at all because apparently he's got a history of it. And apparently there's a history of pilots just showing up drunk to fly these planes. And they've got new policies that are trying to crack down on these things. But even with the new policies, this idiot felt it was all right he was just hammered, apparently, staggering, glassy-eyed. Yeah, I'm here to pilot the ship. Let's do this. He went total retard, man. And that's all I have to say about that.
Never go full retard.
He went full retard. I think one of the problems may be, Dan, and this is on a serious note, they're having problems getting pilots now.
Yeah.
So the
pilots they do have. I mean, you got this guy right here just hammered up, You're trying to go back home or you're going on vacation. The last thing you should be concerned about is if your freaking pilot's hammered.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, let's get this show on the road. What the fuck, man?
Right. Hang on. I got the perfect one for that, bro. He comes in a little bit loopy, huh? Just a little bit loopy.
Room's starting to spin real fast because of gayness.
All right,
unbelievable.
Let's see what's going on in the chat before we get out of here. Oh man, check it out! It's Ron. What's going on, Knock? Good to see you. He said, "Nah, let's change it up." Cocaine Dolphin,
the mammal.
Right, a mammal, and Ariel
killing
Ballet.
The sharks.
Right, he snorts it in through his blowhole. Right. Let's see. Ariel Ballet says, "Well, he was in France."
Right.
Ron Phillips says,
"Let's light this candle, man. Let's go."
Two for one night. Can't pass that up.
Jeez.
And of course, my man, Real Wade Nation, who never cuts me any slack, says, "Laugh out loud. Joe is a pilot now." Pootie tang. Putin tang. All right. Well, listen, boys and girls, we want to thank you for being here tonight. We're going to wrap it up. Let me let you know what's going on with the channel. Of course, you're watching the Brothers Hack the Matrix. We do this every Thursday night at 6 p.m. just like this. Hope you enjoy it. And don't forget, fans of the show, don't forget, I'm putting wild-ass friggin' disclaimers on the videos this week, so don't say anything. We want to see how many people react to it. Hopefully I don't get my channel canceled. But anyway, we do every Thursday at 6 p.m. Just two brothers talking about today's events and having a few laughs over a couple of beers. And then, of course, the next time you'll see me is on Saturday afternoon at 1:30 p.m. Central Time when I'm sketching The Privateer. We're getting back into issue 1 and doing the details on it. And then the guy in the chat there, Ron Phillips, and I and Matt from Small Time Republic and Das Wolfen will be getting together for your Hall of Fame preview on Pregame Party this Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Same time we always do our pregame shows. Be sure to check that out. We're going to go over the off-season's headlines. I'm going to do an outline of all the Hall of Famers that are going in, all 9 of them. And then we're going to talk about what we can look forward to this year. Some of the rule changes. Don't forget about that, Ron. We need to look into rule changes too. But anyway, 10 a.m. Sunday, we're going to preview the Hall of Fame weekend. And then Monday, on Military Monday, Gary, Morning Coffee with Gary, I'm going to be on there for Lone Survivor. Good movie. Mark Wahlberg. It's a true story. And we're going to, I'm a vet and so is Gary, and we're going to talk about the military aspects of it and the story itself. So you guys tune in for that at 10 a.m. on Monday. We got 10 a.m. shows back to back on Sunday and Monday. And the Monday one is brought to you by Pop Culture Minefield and KGRA Radio. And then I'll be for Ariel. We talked about this last night. I'll be playing Fable on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday on Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. And then Wednesday at 5:30 p.m., my friends and I will get together and talk about nothing but the pop culture stuff going on today on State of the Atmosphere. That's 5:30 p.m. Central on Wednesday. And then later on that night, we have another session of Papa Joe Gamer After Dark at 10 p.m. Central Time. And this one's my walkthrough. I think it's part 9 of Knights of the Old Republic. And Ron, you'd be glad to know I got my lightsaber by the end of last night's segment. So I actually finally got off that first planet. But anyway, we'll be doing that Wednesday at 10 p.m. Central Time. So for my brother, the Hylunder, and myself, I want to thank you for being here. If you're watching over on Rumble, we need a follow over there. If you're watching here on YouTube, please give us a subscribe, like, comment on everything. And don't forget, those of you that are fans of the channel, don't say anything about my titles next week because they're going to be crazy looking. Let's look at the chat one more time before we get out of here. Ariel says, can see the pilot walking into the cockpit. Hey, where the hell is the steering wheel?
Right?
Do like how Hylunder is playing in the background while you're giving the final talks. Yes, of course, Ariel. Darling, the opening that you see, that's his guitar playing. The opening that we have at the beginning of the show, the little montage I have at the beginning, that's him playing the guitar. He's a really good guitar player. And he allegedly a good guitar player. And let's see. Woo, Fable 2. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to play it for you Tuesday, darling. Okay, so we got to get out of here. He's got to crash because he's got an early commute, and I have got. So you guys take it easy, and until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.